All right, hello everyone from Spackler. We're out here in beautiful sunny Columbus, Ohio at the Players Club at Foxfire. I'm here with my good friend Doug Weesey. Doug, we talked earlier about preparing for the Spackler, and I was expecting to come out to the range and watch you hit a couple of shots. And this is not the range, so you're going to explain to me what we're doing out here?
Well, you know, when I get ready for a Spackler, I go out and I get my bucket of balls and I go to where I'm going to be in part of the day, and that's in the woods. And I'm going to practice my game in the woods and get my punch-out shots going.
Oh, that's good, because Boulder Creek has got a lot of woods, a lot of mature trees, and if you don't have a solid punch-out game, you're going to pay for it at Boulder Creek.
You absolutely will pay for it at Boulder Creek. If you don't know how to punch out, you are in trouble. So
All right.
What I'm going to do today, just to start off, I'm just going to grab a club, and I'm going to grab my 6-iron. And I'm just going to try to put one back out and get one into play. What I'm working on right now is just kind of technique and feel. See if I can just get it to my mark.
All right, let's see what you got. Good, solid, great shot. So some of these shots, you got to play it short because you may not have the option to go deep into the fairway.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that one was a little bit shorter. I'm going to try to hit one a little bit farther.
okay, awesome.
There, see? Now I'm hitting my mark.
So in your mind, you're just visualizing where you're going to hit the ball to, right? Whether that be short, far.
I am looking at spots in the fairway that I want to hit it to.
Okay.
Sometimes it requires a shorter shot. Sometimes it requires a longer shot. But I'm going to put one out there again into the fairway.
Great shot. Great shot.
So yeah, that was a 6-iron. So we'll put that one down. Now we're going to grab the 9-iron. Right after the fairway.
So what happens if you say you've got a little bit of more obstacles in your way, like you've got a low hanging tree branch? How are you going to address that?
Well, when I have a low hanging tree branch, I like to use what I like to call the old hooded 6-iron. And when you have the hooded 6-iron, it gets you out of all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, let's just see that.
So let's bring it there. You know what? Bring it down a little bit further. You play this thing back in your stance.
Solid.
No problem with that.
Yeah, none at all. Right into play.
I'll hit another one.
Good.
Right out to the fairway.
Some of the best punch shots I've seen in a while. So we're going to move a little bit, and Doug is going to show us some more shots with a little bit tighter area, and he has to go more for the flag.
And the reason for that is because in Spackler, sometimes you need the points. And you just can't lay out all safe.
All right, so we've moved positions just a little bit. You can see we've got a much tighter window. We've got a big tree in front of us. We've got the green out there in the distance. Doug, walk us through what you're thinking in the process here.
Well, sometimes in Spackler, when your ball lands in the woods and you're thinking about your points, you don't have the option to chip out to the fairway and play it safe. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to try to put the club on the ball, and I'm going to try to hit a good shot.
That's solid. That was a really solid, good punch shot. That's definitely on the green.
That's there.
All
So
right.
sometimes when you have these situations, and you practice them, you get to know what to do. But there's other times you have these amateurs that come out here, and all they do is come out and willy-nilly smack the ball around, and they don't have success.
So you have to have a plan.
You have to have a plan, and you have to facilitate it.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna let you finish up these balls here. We're just about out of sunlight. We just about run through this large bucket of balls. More importantly, we've run through the 30 rack. So we're almost out of time, but you have plenty of time to prepare for Spackler and spend some time practicing your punch shot. Everybody in Spackler can benefit from this who isn't named Jason Ridgway. So get out there, get that last minute bit of practice in, and get ready. And then we'll see you at Spackler in about 8 or 9 days.
Oh, the Carl Spackler Open is absolutely fantastic. It really is. We play great courses. It's a great setup. A lot of the other players, yeah, they're a lot of fun. Yes, they are. So if anybody sees this and they're not a member of the Carl Spackler Open coming out, I would recommend it for sure. This is my 11th year, and I've enjoyed it every single year. It's fantastic. Yes, it is.
waiting.
Well, welcome back. Let's get things kicked off with the 2025 Carl Spackler Open. I'm going to go through various things everybody should be aware of for our trip July 16th in Streetsboro. We are scheduled to play Boulder Creek. We will start Wednesday at 10 a.m. Finally, after 10 years of trying to get on this golf course, we have managed to get on this golf course. The golf course is going to be extremely full. Tee times are about 10 minutes apart, but it's going to be a long day every day. We're going to be playing straight tees every day. And Wednesday, I couldn't even move it up to 8 because the course was packed 3 months ago. So we start at 10 on Wednesday, and those tee times will be available on the website. Before we get started with all the fun, I just wanted to give an update on collections this year. Zeffy, which was our first year we used Zeffy, saved you people $918 transferring money to us. Not everybody used Zeffy, so I suspect if everybody gets comfortable with that, we'll be saving somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500 every year just transferring money to us. You don't have to use it. You can continue to use PayPal, or you can send us a check, but it was a very large success with no reported issues at all. When you arrive to Boulder Creek, your carts may not be assigned. You need to use the mobile website and go into the pairings and look for the cart, the golf cart icon. If it is not next to your name, you need to look for the driver, or at least contact the driver, so that we don't have 83 people looking for golf carts. If you do not have a golf cart icon next to your name, do not get a golf cart. You should be looking for the driver of the golf cart. I don't care who drives, but we don't need to be collecting 83 golf carts. Range balls are included. You should have lots of range balls out on the range. The range is very, very large. Because we're straight tee, we shouldn't need that much room, but who knows when everybody's going to show up on Wednesday. And those range balls are available on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The tees of play, you can go out to the main website or to the mobile website, and your name is listed under the tee analysis page. And if you have a +1 next to your name, that means that you're playing from our senior tee. And if you have a +2 next to your name, that means you get to move up to the super senior tees. You don't have to move up, but you do need to pick what you're going to do and then do it for the tournament. If you don't have a +1 or a +2, then you're just playing from our tournament tee. We're going to mobile score the event again. When you mobile score, this is a reminder, year 2 going into this, that there will be a tournament, a senior tee and a super senior tee within the website. So you're going to select what tee the person is playing when you start the mobile score. So don't forget to do that. Every single solitary group needs to fill out one paper card. That paper card needs to be the exact same thing as what is on the mobile scoring. When you are done with 9 holes, or when you're done with 18, or both, do not leave the course. Do not leave each other. Do not go to the restroom. The person that has the paper card should be totaling up the scores and then asking the mobile scorer if the totals are right. And if the totals are not matching, then they should go through and figure out things before anybody leaves the golf course. Are we scoring the practice round? Yes, we are. Make sure that you score it. We need it for conversation at the bars at night, and we need it for handicapping in the future. We are returning with our 2 fish bowls that we started with last year for the first time, which was a very large success. Your paper card goes in the fish bowl. There will be a fish bowl at the hotel front desk, and there will be a fish bowl in the clubhouse with our logos on them. Greg Garrett will be collecting those, so make sure your paper card is accurate with mobile scoring and then placed in the fish bowl. As you start playing the golf course is not easy. Maybe it's easy for some of you, but a bunch of you have already played it, and nobody has told me anything other than it's hard. I actually think it's a beautiful golf course. Nobody's even mentioned that. All they think about is how hard it is. So get ready. I guess it's hard. You might not even notice how beautiful it is. When you're done playing number 2, there is a 100% chance that you're going to go on the back 9 and start playing the back 9 if you're not paying attention. Everybody goes to the back 9. There is no exceptions. You need to be paying attention to the signs, or you will be on the back 9. Look for hole 3. It's logical to go to the back 9. That's why you need to be looking for hole 3. Do not ask me why they're doing that. I don't know, but make sure that you're going to hole 3. If you've been studying the golf course, and I know a bunch of you probably are, hole 6 is a par 5. It's got a split fairway with woods down the middle. You're going to find out, if you haven't played this golf course, that the owner didn't like standing water on the right side right after the cart path when it splits, and has added a beautiful pond there that you cannot see until you're there. So keep that in mind when you're teeing off. You'll figure it out, but just letting you know, if you're a long ball hitter and you're going to the right, you're going to be disappointed on hole 6 just after the cart path, if you're looking at it on the GPS satellite view or anything like that. The practice round, if you need to hit a couple extra shots because we are practicing, that's fine. We're looking for real scores on the scorecards, but if there's a par 3 that you need to swing another time and you're not holding up play, that's a key component to this. There's nothing wrong with doing that or hitting another putt or something like that. Just don't hold up play. Don't interrupt other people that are playing with you, but that's okay on Wednesday only. Rain. I think we're going to a rainforest. It rains all the time in Cleveland. I suspect it will rain again for 4 days, at least once. There will be possibly rule changes based on the rain. Maybe lift clean in place, maybe free drops out bunker. All of that is listed under rules for rain on the mobile website, and it will be coming out of Telegram. What the rule changes are also. So just be aware that it's going to rain. I know you don't want me to say that, but it's going to rain. Make sure you have your umbrellas. We play through rain. We do not play through thunder and heavy rain. We stop and then readjourn. Beer prices at Boulder Creek. You can expect to pay $18 for a 6-pack of domestic. That's 12 ounces each. And I do not remember what a beer costs or what water and Gatorade costs, but I did get 6 beers for $18. When you go through on the turn, right next to hole 1 and 10, or right behind the tee boxes, is a halfway house that they just opened this year. And it is actually part of the same building as our awards dinner. But anyway, the snack bar does not have a full menu. It has just basic stuff, sandwiches, hot dogs, maybe a hamburger. I don't know exactly, but that's all there is at the turn. It's very limited menu. If you want to eat before you tee off or after you're done playing golf, the clubhouse has a restaurant with a full menu. There is no bag storage this year. Too much going on, and I don't like bags being stored in the city or close to the city, so there will be no bag storage this year. Everybody has to take them and lock them in your cars or trucks or whatever you got. Vehicle drivers. When you go out to the mobile website and you're looking at the pairings, there's an icon that looks like a car. Not the golf cart, but the car. These are the people that have indicated within the transportation schedule that they're bringing a car or renting a car. This can help you if you're drunk and need a ride back to the hotel. Your ride is 2 hours playing behind you on a golf course and you want to ride back. This will allow you to know who actually has a car. Maybe you're playing with somebody that is driving and you can get a ride back to the hotel, or maybe you don't want to. Same thing with the mornings. You'll know who has a car. They may not be driving it, but it gives everybody a little bit of an insight of who has cars. Do not drink and drive. Leave your car at the golf course. It is only, 12 minutes away. We can get you a ride to the golf course in the morning. Just leave your car behind. The hotel, as I said, Hampton Inn, is about 12 minutes away. They have breakfast every morning, and they're going to be rotating that breakfast. It is nothing that you're probably not used to at former events or just roaming around the United States. The room numbers should be already published on the mobile website before you check into the hotel. If you need to know or you don't want to try to figure out where people are. Maybe they're across the hallway, but you'll have the room numbers on the mobile website. You can see where your friends are. Wednesday night, after the practice round, we're going to have a social, get everybody together, and distribute all of our gifts and things like that to everyone while they're there. We have a group of participants that are supplying a bunch of beer. If you don't want beer, bring something. You can bring your own stuff. That's good. We're going to meet out on the patio behind the hotel unless it's raining. And then if it's raining, we're probably going to try to ram it into a banquet hall that only fits 60 or 70 people. So let's hope that it is not raining. Friday, we have a scramble. When I called for the first time in 24 years, when I called about replaying the scramble 3 months ahead of time for an afternoon scramble, I was told the course was full. So we have tee times for 9 holes starting at 4:30. Marty Whalen's going to be in charge of that. The scramble is played very quickly. We usually have gimmies within a putter distance, and we have shorter distances, and we play based on how much time we have left in the day. I think sunset this year is approximately 9 o'clock p.m. Then I have the awards dinner, which is Saturday night. It is not in the exact same building as the clubhouse or where you might check in. Not that you need to check in, but it is, you'll see it. It's next to the snack bar, and it'll be on Saturday night. Dinner is included in that, and then we do our awards. I do not have anything else for you. This is a very abbreviated press conference. I am so excited to see everybody. Until then,